Hello, dear students. In the previous lecture of atom and molecules, we have studied that how to define them, particularly atom and molecule. Okay, because the atom cannot exist singularly, that's why they form the molecule. Second thing, we just studied about the law of chemical combination, favorite law of conservation of mass, given by Leuschner. Conservation of mass, that mass of reactant always will be equal to the mass of product during any chemical reaction. We also did the activity on basis of that. Activity 3.11 we have did on that basis, which proves the law of conservation of mass. Now today we will discuss about law of fixed proportion, or this is also known as law of constant proportion. Okay, any name can come. So what do you mean by law of fixed and constant proportion? That in a chemical compound, or you can say in a pure substance. Okay, in a chemical compound, or you can say a pure substance, atoms combined in the same ratio by mass always, or you can say in a chemical compounds atoms combined in the same ratio by mass always. For example, if you take the H2O, in which 2 hydrogen are there and oxygen one present, which is 16. So in wherever you will find the water molecule, the hydrogen and oxygen by mass always combine in the same ratio. The 2 gram of hydrogen will always combine with the 16 gram of oxygen. That is the famous law of constant proportion, that in a chemical compounds atoms or elements combine in the same ratio by mass always. This is the law of chemical combinations, particularly. Both two are law of chemical combination. Now, we need to refine further this law of chemical combination, and the important step is put by the Dalton. Dalton's gives you Dalton's atomic theory, famous Dalton atomic theory. This is the first theory comes on the basis of the atoms. Okay, atom is a Greek letter, dear. Okay, he take the same word from the Greek philosopher and he gives its theory, and the famous postulates of his theory is that atoms of all matter, or you can say atoms of all matters are same always. If you talk about any particularly matter, pure substance also you can call. Pure substance is also always made up of the same kind of atoms. Second things, atoms are indivisible. They cannot be divided in any chemical reaction. Mean to say, reactant and product always contain the same type of compound. These are the reactant containing the nitrogen and hydrogen atoms. So the product also contains the nitrogen and hydrogen. Mean to say, no atom will be created or destroyed during a chemical reactions. This is the important postulates, that atoms are individual. Different atoms possess different kind of properties. Mean to say, if you are comparing two elements like nitrogen and fluorine, we are comparing, their atoms have different properties, and obviously we know that today. Okay. Second thing, atoms of same elements always have same properties. Atoms of same elements always have or possess the same properties. Next thing, that atoms are indivisible, different atoms possess different kind of properties. Okay. In a chemical compound or in a chemical reaction, you can say mass of different atoms always remain conserved. So these are some famous postulates of the Dalton's atomic theory, that atoms of the same elements are same properties, atoms are indivisible, different atoms possess different kinds of properties. Okay, these two are the main important postulates, however, that atoms are indivisible, different atoms possess different kind of properties. These two are one of the famous postulates given by the Dalton atomic theory, which is still obeyed. But atoms are indivisible. These only applicable during a chemical reactions. Today we know about the nuclear reaction always. In the nuclear reactions, Dalton atomic theory doesn't exist, because in that nuclear reaction, atoms is divided. New atoms are created, okay, or some atoms particularly get splitted into some different kind of atoms. So in nuclear reaction, Dalton atomic theory is not applicable particularly. Okay. Now, today what we have discussed today, I am summarizing that we have discussed first the law of fixed proportion or constant proportion, that in a chemical compound the pure substance atoms combined in the same ratio by mass. You can take any example of any compound particularly there. Okay. Then we started the discussion of the Dalton's atomic theory fashions, Dalton atomic theory. His postulates we have already discussed. Now, today what you will do, read up to the Dalton atomic theory. Okay. Second thing, you will make notes in fair notebook up to the topic. Third thing you will do, blueprint questions are given after Dalton theory that you have to do in rough notebook particularly dear. Blueprint questions particularly are given after the Dalton atomic theory. Whenever you will see in the book that NCERT, when Dalton atomic theory ended the topic, after that blueprint questions are given in that one. So you have to solve those in rough notebook. Notes you have to prepare in the fair notebook dear. Okay, thank you.